Good Sunday evening, friend. Hope everybody's doing good. Got back from the fish fry and just got out of the shower. Oh, it's about 7:20 here in Louisiana, Central Time. So I'd have a relaxing bowl of America's favorite Lane Limited 1Q, and I'm smoking in this little blasted auto Valenti that my mom and dad got me for Christmas. I hadn't smoked this in a while on YouTube or otherwise. So yeah, I said I'd come back and make a video, a pipe video. I've got many friends that do both that do both cigars and pipes, and I have gotten into the world of cigars here the last month or two and really enjoying it. So I'm going to probably once a week throw in a cigar video, and I like I say, truly enjoy a good robust medium to full bodied stick. But I love that relaxing pipe smoke. Let me tell you, it is just a whole ritual of packing the bowl, doing a char light, chatting, keeping it lit, chatting a little more, tamping it, just normally when I'm just sitting around smoking a pipe, I don't do a lot of talking, so I don't have to relight near as much. But when I'm chatting with you guys, I do a lot of relighting. So yeah, it's well, I fried the fish out at my parents for my brother's birthday, and we had some cases of that were frozen fillets, and they really turned out good from Guidry's in South Louisiana, pond raised, and big fillets. I like mine a little thinner than these, and so does my dad and my brother. We like the thin and crispy style, but these turned out good. The seasoning that come from Targil's, which is our who does our dry rub for the ribs, and does our chicken and beef rub too. The one they sent me up is okay, but it wasn't enough, so I stopped around here at the little supermarket around the corner and picked up some Zatarain's fish fry, just I think country style or whatever was the name of it. And let me tell you, it is much better. I've got to see if I can buy that in bulk. Doing it the way I want to do it, you can't go to the grocery store and buy it. It's too expensive to do it, but I'm sure there's a way you can buy the Zatarain's in bulk. And that's, so far, it's hard to beat their products. Some of you guys that live up north, I don't know if Zatarain's is available to y'all, but they make all kinds of southern seasonings. Their shrimp boil, crab boil, fish mix, fish fry mix. They got red beans and rice, etouffee seasoning. They've got the Zatarain's in the can. I actually like it a little better than the Tony Satchery's. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Tony Satchery's, but Zatarain's, as far as their overall fish fries and their crab boils and shrimp boils, crawfish boils, is absolutely, to me, is the best. But anyway, they turned out good. We had big fried catfish fillets. We had hush puppies, French fries, coleslaw, seasoned turnip greens with how I make mine is put a little bit of cayenne in them, gives them a little bit of zip, and you can do these right out of a can. Throw your piece of bacon in there and let them simmer away. Depending on how big you are. Now we cook a big pot at the restaurant, and I put in a teaspoon. You don't want to put that much in if you're just doing a couple of little small cans. Try a fourth of a teaspoon. It just gives them a little bit of zip. But we had a big pot of pinto beans. We love, and in the South we live, we like pinto beans, turnip greens with our catfish. Bought some lemons and wedged them up. I like to squeeze lemon juice on my catfish. Did all that for lunch and had to settle for a doggone Whopper Whopper with cheese from Burger King. Talk about going for supper. Talk about going from cream of the crop to nearly bottom of the barrel. I'm more of a Wendy's guy, and if we ever get a Whataburger here, the other two, Wendy's and Burger King, can hang it up. So that's our food segment of tonight's video. This old Lane Limited 1Q, Lane Limited products are just hard to beat. The BCA is top notch, but the old 1Q, very few people just don't like it. I read somewhere where it was the #1 selling tobacco in America, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised. It's just hard to beat when you're thinking about what smoke. Can't make up your mind. You always got a winner in 1Q. And this pipe smoking good too. This little Aldo. It's smoking good. I am watching, of all things, on TV, hee-haw reruns on RFD channel or satellite, which is, I can never remember who we deal with, whether it's direct or dish. It's direct. And RFD is a channel, let's see, that is on here, that is channel 345, and they do a lot of they got a lot of farmers type shows and cattle ranchers, and some of it's boring, some of it's very interesting, but then they do the old shows from back when I was a kid. Some of y'all remember, of course, the old hee-haw and the Pop Goes the Country. Remember those? And remember the old Porter Wagner show? Some of it's corny as heck looking back at it in this day and age, but I get a kick out of watching it. Like tonight, they've got Crystal Gale on, who was always one of my favorites in the country music field, and she was just getting started, it looks like. That was back early on in her career. But I remember we used to watch that on Saturday night. Of course, it was a very popular show back in the 70s. Of course, it was a long-running show, too. But talking about watching that on Saturday night, I can remember when the TV show Dallas came out. And I don't remember how old I was, 12 maybe, I don't know. But on Friday nights at our house, my dad would stop off. Well, we would order a pizza. Depending on what time he come through. He usually didn't leave. He had a Texaco station. He would leave about 6 o'clock. I don't know what time, but anyway, there used to be and it still is, there's some around, a pizza chain called Pizza Inn. And of course, they're still one of my favorites today. If I see one out on the road, I'll stop a lot. So I've always loved their original thin crust pizza. And they made a giant. They called it a giant. And my dad and I loved hamburger and jalapeno. That's what we like on my brother. This was before my sister came along. It was just me and my brother, my baby brother at home, and he and my mother liked pepperoni. And me and my dad would eat the hamburger jalapeno. My brother and my mom would eat the pepperoni. And Friday night at our house was Pizza Inn in Dallas. That was an every Friday night ritual. And of course, when I got on up old enough to drive, I was never at home on Friday nights again. And I went off and left them. But, we went through all through the cliffhangers, the Who Shot JR, and that was a good show. I just haven't gotten into this new Dallas that much. Just never did. I tried watching it, and certainly since Larry Hagman's gone, passed away, it's just it's just not there for me. They can do all the remakes they want and try to invent another JR through another character, the son or whoever it is. Each one of those characters, there'll never be someone that can play the villain like Larry Hagman, and they will never, there'll never be another Bobby. They never, they tried Miss Ellis, tried to make her into, when Barbara Bel Geddes was out, they tried replacing her with another lady, and it just wasn't the same, just like when Jock died. Jim Davies, they didn't try to replace him, but each one of those characters brought so much to that particular show, But I've got most of the seasons on DVD, and I'll dig them out every now and then and watch them. I'm missing about 4 seasons. I'll dig them out every now and then and start from the beginning and go to where mine ends. And yep, I still like them. I've seen them many times. But Soap Network used to carry them every day. They had a running, continuous, started from the beginning, season 1, and every day they would show an episode. But I don't think they carry it anymore. I would always, of course, they did back when they were doing it. I would always record it now, I don't do a ton of TV. I got certain shows I watch, a lot of reruns, the old Andy Griffiths and the shows like that, whatnot. And you get outside of that, watching reruns, and this modern stuff does zilch for me. Same way with music genres today, in rock and country. They just do nothing for me. Once you get out of the 80s, it's over with. And I do love to listen to the big band music, thanks to Guy Witherspoon turning me on to that. But I do a lot of YouTube watching now. That dominates the biggest part of my watch, But anywho, tomorrow night I'm going to tell y'all about a deal with my dad's tire operation. It's a little story about getting burglarized and how he made that thing into a fortress. And one particular deal, a burglar that we took us forever to catch him, and I'll save that for tomorrow's story. So y'all be sure tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you tomorrow. Y'all take care. God bless.